Ted Shoemaker and Don Stahl.
Oh my!
Hey!
Oh!
Hey, everybody!
Unbelievable!
All right, welcome to E.S.P. Give yourselves
Welcome.
a warm round of applause. Thank you
One
for coming
more round
here.
of applause here, ladies
you
and
guys,
gentlemen.
just for
Isn't
you
it great to
guys.
be here in Manhattan,
Yeah.
New York City?
The Big Apple, everybody. The Big Apple. I'm so happy to be in the Big Apple tonight. Columbus Circle, everybody. We're
It
in
is-
Columbus Circle. This is great.
She's a beauty tonight.
Yeah. This
She's
is,
a beauty.
This is where Christopher Columbus invented the circle, right? This is where,
That is correct.
first thing, yeah.
Yep.
Starting off strong. That was a joke
As
for you
always.
guys right off the bat.
We are
Got tons of them.
starting off real strong. You're looking good here tonight,
Thank
Don.
you. You too. You look great.
Yep.
These are those bonobos? Is that what they're called?
Bonobos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a nice
They,
shirt.
they fly.
How does your shirt look on the video? It's
know,
oh, there
let's
he is.
see.
Yeah. There's no
Unbelievable. I look old
okay.
and great.
Great.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Gray hair, balding.
You guys
going
are
gray.
lucky. We're doing this a bunch.
Looking
We'll
good.
be up here a couple times tonight.
Yeah.
You know, coming up here just doing this. How's everybody doing? How's the weekend treating you?
Seriously.
You guys all look great. It's really nice. Everybody did a really good job scanning. Yep.
Did you guys primp
Not a
before
loser in
you
the
came?
bunch.
Did everybody primp?
I primped.
Yeah.
I pramped.
Pramped?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Totally.
gorgeous.
So cool. How many
Yeah.
of you guys have been to this event before?
ESP
All right.
TV, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. How many first timers? First timers. All right. This is cool. This is a pretty awesome experience, I think. I don't know if you guys have seen the lineup. Ted and I got to see the lineup backstage when we were hanging out backstage, you know? Really great lineup, I got to
Yeah.
say. I don't want to give away too many surprises, but a lot of great bands, a lot of great performances, and a lot of great jokes, I think, from
Yeah,
us too.
mainly
yeah.
great jokes.
Yeah.
Which we're
Mostly jokes.
we're just gonna
Yeah.
keep them churning out here tonight.
Yeah. I thought when you came on stage, the jokes just appeared and you could just, you know,
Yeah.
but
No.
no.
You
gotta-
actually have to.
It's good to write them out beforehand,
Yeah.
but,
We're
you know.
really putting you on the screen here a lot tonight.
Yeah, well, you know, you go
Isn't
where
that
the
nice?
gold is, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he looks young and dashing. I
Yeah.
look kind of like an old man,
Yeah.
somewhat. Looks great.
Oh, man. Well, you're doing a great job.
You guys, give yourselves one more round of applause. Let's
Yeah.
get this energy going
Yeah.
here at the Museum of
We
Art
got a great show
Design,
tonight. Super happy
New
to be here for
York
ESP.
City tonight. It
Yeah.
feels really good here. We've got some wonderful acts.
Yeah. How about an amazing special guest right off the top of the show? I mean, just to start things
Yeah.
off, you guys probably wouldn't even believe that this woman is here tonight. She's a major political force. You all grown up with her. We all love her so much. And she wanted to come to ESP tonight to just talk a little bit to the crowd, talk to the young people, and support this event. So please, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Barbara Bush. Everybody, former First Lady Barbara Bush.
Good evening. I'm Barbara Bush, ex-First Lady of the United States, wife and confidant of George Herbert Walker Bush, 41st President of the United States, mother and confidant of Jeb Bush, ex-governor of the great state of Florida, mother and confidant of George W. Bush, 43rd President of the United States. If power is the ultimate aphrodisiac, I guess you might say I'm the sexiest woman in the free world. Now that my son has been president, any idiot can run for office. The Republican field was one big oops, with family secrets like Rick Perry's nigger head revealed and Herman Cain's ignorance of international affairs on display with remarks like speaking Cuban and use Becky, 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 Stan, Stan. Mitt Romney probably lost the election because he wanted to kill off Big Bird. George excelled in this capacity too. He didn't have a passport until he ran for president. We wanted him to go to France at least, learn how to order wine, see the sights, but he would have none of it. Mom, I drink beer. And as it turns out, whiskey, rye, bourbon, scotch, rum, even tequila, but not vodka, which sounded foreign to him. I'll admit that when he was growing up, I thought George Jr. was a lemon. I thought that Jeb Bush would grow up to become the political superstar. George flubbed a congressional election, coming off to the voters as a rich kid. He failed in the oil business, although we handed it to him on a silver platter. And he drank and snorted the equivalent of a small African nation's GNP up his nose. Finally, he hit rock bottom. He married a control freak, he quit drinking, and he found Jesus. I was a little concerned. He felt it was his job to bring on Armageddon so all the good Christians would be raptured up to heaven. But if his religion helped him beat his addiction, tit for tat and tat for tit, politics is made of this. I'll give you this, you'll give me that, and we'll both smile. Publicity's our strategy, and due to public memory, which lapses so conveniently, in a few years we can raise a family, no scandals bad enough to flee. The United States is still all milk and honey to me. When George Jr. was conceived, the Second World War was just ending. Hitler's suicide was on May 1st, 1945. The first atomic bomb was dropped on Hiroshima on August 6. Japan surrendered on September 2nd. During this tumultuous time, George and I got married. I was 20 years old. It was an Episcopalian ceremony. I wore a veil, the long white dress, the works. But for our honeymoon, I wanted to break out of the ordinary. So we took a trip to Baghdad to view the cradle of civilization and the tower, the ziggurat, where many believe God separated the languages and the peoples of this earth. I was walking around the tower alone because George was off on some business with the CIA, when this man came over and addressed me in perfect English, asking if I was an American. I was intrigued by his mustache and his dark, piercing eyes, so different from my George, whose eyes wander around the room when he's talking. So I accepted his invitation. This turned out to be Turkish coffee, so thick that the spoon stood up in the cup. I looked around in the cafe and I didn't see any other women, but I had heard about Islamic segregated society, so this didn't bother me too much. I had a second cup. And then I don't remember what happened. I woke up in the bed of my hotel room, George returned. We went for a cruise on the Tigris, and then we went home. Well, George Jr. pretty much opened up Pandora's box when he used non-existent weapons of mass destruction to invade Iraq. Now that the Arab Spring has sprung, it's time to come clean with the world. George Walker Bush and Saddam Hussein were fraternal twins. I kept the one who looked like my husband, and I sent the other one to an international orphanage in Baghdad. We are the administrators, we are the policy makers, we take pride in showing force, though intervention may make things worse. Oh. We are the administrators, we're consummate budget cutters. On the other hand, we excel at spending dollars, especially when they are not ours. We are the administrators, we're called the movers and shakers. Selling arms to Eastern sheiks is our idea of keeping peace. Some of you might think it odd that I am here at E.S.P. TV supporting the art world, since the art world has a record of showing leftist, political, obscene, feminazi art. The feminazi art space in New York, called AIR Gallery, has been around for 4 decades in spite of our every effort to defund it and discredit it. In Los Angeles, you have such art spaces as Leica, the Museum of Conceptual Art, the Women's Building. I like the sound of that. Lace, I like the sound of that too. In Chicago, there's been Randolph Street Gallery and Name Gallery, notable because they couldn't remember their own name. In New York, as in other cities, we've created a hostile environment for activist organizations, and yet new young spaces like Flux Factory, Union Docks, Cheshama, English Kills, Art in Odd Places, no longer empty, get born all the time. It's frustrating. Exit Art made Dick Cheney mad by mounting an anti-fracking show. I must say I am delighted that this outfit went out of business. Exit Art's first show, Illegal America, was at another art space, Franklin Furnace, which developed a well-deserved reputation during the culture wars as an obscene organization. In short, I believe the art space movement is the virus eating away at the health of the body politic. And yet, now that my son is an artist, I have had to radically reconsider my views on the role of artists in our society. Jerry Saltz wrote the following about George Jr.'s paintings in New York Magazine. I love the Bather paintings. They're awkward, but in wonderful, intense ways. They are someone doing the best he can with almost no natural gifts, except the desire to do this. They're images of a man who saw the entire world from the inside, but finds the smallest, most private place in a private home to imagine his universe. The Whitney Museum of American Art should get on the stick and offer this American a show. I now believe this great nation of ours has benefited from the work of contemporary visual artists. Their tactics are used by the liberal left, the religious right, as well as each and every politician on Capitol Hill. Again, according to Mr. Saltz, their works reflect the pleasures of disinterestedness. In other words, artists have the important job of standing slightly outside of society and showing us who we are. So vote Republican! Republicans can be sadists in the open. Democrats have to cover it up. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, hi. Jim Bulow with E.S.P. Sports. Thank you very much. I know you guys are a very sports-minded crowd, and I wanted to make sure I came out and gave you a quick update on the world of sports, because I know it's, you close your eyes and say, Jim, was my favorite sports baller injured tonight? My favorite sports child, perhaps? Was anything bad happening tonight? What are the sports scores, James? And that's why I thought I should probably come out and tell you a couple things. It's tied 0-0. New York Rangers and Islanders getting after it tonight. Oh, good. I can hear myself now. That's fantastic. Well, it was moving day today at the Masters. It was a big day, folks. Oh, boy. A lot of good golf. A lot of great golf, you guys. I know you probably saw it. I'm probably telling you, things you already know. But, a lot of great golfing happening today, and ESP Sports was there in force, because we are the station that cares about sports balling and activities and stretching. So, without further ado, we'll get back to your second favorite activities, Jello shots and music and whatnot, and bring up our guests, hosts here, Ted and Don Stahl.
I'm psyched about this next act. Very much looking forward to Chromatic Jackie. This is a new performance by Dana Bell, an old pal.
Yes.
Sam Consiglio.
Yes.
An old pal.
Yes.
And Sari Nordberg, a new pal.
It's gonna be incredible, guys. Big round of applause.
Please, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Chromatic Jackie.
effect, isn't it?
Yes, it's wonderful, but will we have to do something like this every night?